The worst part that even most moms talk about is that when you begged your partner while you're together and live together, like to help you with the kids, help me with the kids, help me with the kids, and then you break up, and then they want to take the kids as many days as possible from you. And it's like, you know, that if you would have just helped me with the kids, the relationship could have possibly made it and been a lot better. But now, since you didn't help me with the kids, and Monday through Sunday was a mother's job of taking care of the kids 24 hours, 7 days a week, when they throw up, when they have diarrhea, when they stay up all night from sleep regression, etc., for all their life. But then you break up, and then they want the kids the longest they possibly can. And it's like, why didn't you help me with the kids, like, when they were living with us and living all together in one household? And now it's insane. And a lot of moms say that happens. Everyone that had a breakup, a simple breakup like I did, or a divorce, which I did not. I had a breakup with an individual because we never could get married because we never agreed. We tried to make it work and it never did, but for 3 kids' sake. But it's incredible. Like they say, it's like, okay, but like I said, and then they want as many days with the kids now that they're solo and single, and now want the kids to see them or take them for a long time period. And it sucks. I live in the worst state too, so I'm really going to have to just pray and fight. And I'm just like, it's so hard to, like, I feel just like court just makes you mean. You have to be mean, but you're not a mean person. And it's like, well, great. I just hate it so much. It's like one thing after another that I got to go through, and it's like, I was not meant for this chaos. Like, as a child, I constantly prayed that I would meet somebody that'd be my best friend, that'd be faithful, that'd be honest, that'd be, that wouldn't be perfect, because even pastors are not perfect. A lot of the honest ones will tell you, of course, they're sinners saved by grace too, by Jesus. No one's perfect, and no marriage is perfect. All of them. We all have imperfections. They all have moments too that they're probably going to split up or had really bad fights. It's life, but I constantly always prayed that I'd meet my best friend and that we'd get married and be fine, and that I'd raise my kids with my partner in a house growing up and everything be all right. And now look at my life, fast forward, and like I said, it's the biggest massive tragedy possible for me in my life. This is the worst it's gonna get. This is the worst hell and pit it's gonna be in until finally I heal, and me and my kids are, next year, thank God, we'll just be used to it and the cycle, and they'll be getting older so they can call me and tell me they love me on weekends, and I'll be like, love you guys too, and see you the next day. But yeah, it's like, this is my life, and it's like, really sucks. It's like, man, and when you didn't even deserve it too, when you're just like, you tried everything, you did everything possible, and you were never good enough for the other person. And it's like, well, if I wasn't good enough for you, like, I wish we would have, like, ended a long time ago. Now that we have kids, now it's too late not to be not good enough for you. It's like, oh, it sucks so bad. And what's even worse too, like, when all your, like, friends are fine, which is great, of course, I'm not saying that, and they're all married and perfect, and it's like, you're the only one, like, going through a terrible, terrible breakup, the only one going to child custody court, the only one, like, suffering, like, in hell like this. And even your own family didn't experience this, because at least when they had breakups with their baby daddy, the baby daddy usually didn't care for most of my family members, or if they did, they'd visit him once in a while. Mine's trying to pull him as many days, my ex, so it's like, so I literally have it the worst in my circle, at least. So I'm like, oh, great. I deserve the worst in this life? That really sucks. And you're just trying to, like I said, my goal is just to be a mom, stay-at-home mom, take care of my kids, have a good life. Not perfect, and take them to the ocean and the mountains. But here I am. Totally a different life than expected. And totally, like I said, I just want to fast forward too and just be like next year, and me and my babies are just used to this cycle. And Rachel, I'm 5 months pregnant at the time, like I said, so I have her, and we'll all be used to this, and I'll be much healed by then next year, thank God. And yeah, just used to it. Right now it just sucks, like I said, because like the counselor said, it's going to be ups and downs. You're going to cry one day, be happy one day, cry one day, because of course it does suck. It's just, you're learning to get over a relationship that was 9 years. You're learning to be a single solo mom, and like learning not to blame yourself that you didn't deserve what everybody else has. Mom and a dad and their kids living under one household. Like, I feel like I didn't deserve that then, and I get punished, and it's terrible, but like, it's not like our fault. It just happens. It's life sometimes. And for all of us that are broken up or divorced, I'm broken up. And yeah, it's a terrible, terrible thing for sure. It's very painful. Like I said, it's ups and downs. Some days I'm strong, and then the thing too is you're always gonna feel like you hate them with a passion, your ex, and then at the same time, you're gonna wish like the best for them, but only because, you know, the kids are gonna be with them on weekends, and it's like, yeah, I want them to be safe and loved. My kids, number one, that's the main focus. They're everything. They're why your children are why it's so painful though, because it's like you just wish it would have worked out and been great for them. Like, you wish you would have gave them everything, the family life together, the household together, and we, you know, I didn't get that. 2 households, 2 birthday parties, 2 Christmases, and yeah, that's how it's gonna be in my life forever now. 34 years old, mama 3, and that's how it's gonna be forever. So like, I feel like that's the massivest blow. That's like punches you so hard that it can knock you out. That like, you gave your babies this life for me. I'm like, great. This is life I gave my babies. Single mama, trying to survive it for my babies and do the best I can for them. Make sure they're healthy, loved, safe, taken care of, enjoy life, meet friends. But also, I'm going to warn them that there's so much heartbreak they might experience, but their mom and their dad are both always going to be there for them, even if it's separate households. Love a best friend, but if they betray you, it is going to hurt, but you will get over it. Love somebody you're dating, but if they betray you too or cheat on you and lie to you, it's life, you know. Just please move on. Just please definitely move on before you have kids. Like mom and daddy did. Like I said, in my relationship, I'm like, please leave before. It would have been so much easier and less of a blow when you don't have children that you have to fight for. And it's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I feel like you're definitely going to survive it though. Thank goodness I see people too that have been divorced for years or broken up for years, and they're fine. They moved on, and it just takes a while. It's going to be crying, hurt, pain, but your main focus is the babies. You just toughen up, focus on them, you know, take them to the park, have fun. Like, my dream is to take my babies to the mountains and the ocean, and I'm going to get there. There's steps I got to take. I need to get it, just pray and then aim and goal and save up for a new vehicle, because just be me and them, and just strive for goals, just strive for happiness. Like, my dream is to meet new friends in my life and succeed in, like I said, going out with them and going camping and taking my kids and just living life new. That's what I need. I need some camping friends. I need mountains and ocean friends. It's like, let's go there for a little bit with our kids and have a good time. And that's the happiness, that's the goals I want. Take my kids in this world and show them out as much as possible, you know. And my goal is, you know, them. They're my main focus. And I wish me and my ex were civil for our kids' sake, but it's still fresh. People say 2, like even the counselor says, it's 2 months. So that's not long enough. You're still at the period where you still hate each other. So it's going to take a while. And maybe later we could get civil, and that'd be greater for the kids, because then maybe we can take the kids together and, you know, on trips, but be me and him separate, of course, permanently, but we focus on the kids and their happiness and them having fun and running around, etc. And then, you know, that'd be great. Like some co-parent, but co-parent, you know, decently. And being like, you know, you talk to your girlfriend, we'll do whatever you want with her. I'm good. Like men move on a lot quicker. They say men could get married a year later after a breakup like that, even with kids, because men don't care. Men are just like, I'm fine. I'm dating right now. And it's like, good for you. Me, never again. Me, I'm just like zero interest, of course, right now. I'm like, but like another 5 years maybe, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to trust another man after this. Ever, or rely on one, because I'm like, no, as soon as I rely on you, it's like, nah, I'm not even going to rely on you. I'm like, I want to pay my own bills. I want to do my own things, because I'm like, I never want to have to put my trust in somebody that just fails me again, ever. Like, never fully rely on somebody, because that's what shatters you the most too. Because like, I relied on this person, they were my everything. Don't do that. Just rely on Jesus and your kids, because your babies are like the number one thing to focus on. Get them healthy, mature, never insecure like we all were, like all of us, man, that made mistakes and dated the wrong people and stayed with the wrong people. And like, look at that. Then we ruin our kids' life, and then they grow up to be us and repeat the same mistakes. Let's break that. Like, teach them absolutely not. Like my daughters, I'm going to teach them absolutely not. As soon as they feel disrespect in a relationship, I'm going to tell them to bail. Leave immediately. Like, there's a difference that God can change somebody. God can heal somebody. God can transform a man or woman to a better person. Yes. But at the same time, if they say they love you so much, but you don't see any change for a long, like at least even like a couple months to a year, it's time to leave. Because if they really loved you, they would change for the better. They wouldn't repeat the same mistakes over and over and over again, or even cheating on you over and over again. Just leave. It's just better, especially like I said before, having kids. Even if you have kids, just leave. It's very painful. It's excruciating. It's painful. Child custody court really sucks. But as long as you're never drug addict or alcoholic or have DUIs and stuff like that, even though you can better yourself as a person too, for parents that did, try to, you know, share the kids. Like, you know, at the time and moment I am, but like I said, me and him just can't agree, because he wants too many days. I want weekdays, and because I'm homeschooling them, I take them to all the appointments anyways, etc., my babies. So just because obviously, thank goodness, but my situation, I work, and etc. But besides that, but yeah, breakups really suck. And like I said, you never expect it in your life. This is gonna happen to me. That my life would be like, and end up like this, and you end up brokenhearted, and you end up single mom, and you end up with 3 babies on your own. Like, you never sign up for that. It's never like, yay, life goal is to be a single mom of 3 and hate my ex with a passion, and he hates me, and that's how it's gonna be. It's like, oh my gosh, please somebody wake me up from this nightmare and tell me this is not my life, please. It's like, oh, definitely. I just want to be like, please just wake me up and say this is a dream, that I still have my babies, and just like, I'm just with a different dad, but this, like, I still want my kids. Just a different person that was my best friend, and we loved each other, and we made it work, and we made it possible, that we fought through together. We fought as a team. But so many relationships can't do that anymore. They just give up and walk away so quick, and the mistakes just repeat. The cheating just repeats over and over again, and it's like, people cannot be in relationships anymore, especially with social media. For men, especially, men just can't be faithful anymore with all this social media. I know if I ever date or in a relationship ever again, I'm gonna be like, well, let's just delete social media, because that's what cheating starts. That's etc. Like, that's just all the bad stuff. And not being honest. It's like, it's so easy to be honest in these relationships, and people can't be honest. It's insanity to me. I'm like, how is just cheating so easy for men and some women out there? I'm like, how? It's like, geez, like, you got the time for that junk? It's just so easy to be honest, so easy to be faithful. And if you don't like the person, leave them right there. Like, so simple. Like I said, I wish I would have left a long time ago. and saved me this tragedy, like the Titanic sinking in my life and me dying. But of course, I didn't die, thank God, because I have my babies to take care of and etc. But yeah, um, thank goodness I know an individual that I need to know my past, and she did the same thing that I went through, and now it's been 2 years for her, and it still sucks, but they did okay, man. And then, she's surviving now. You just barely survive by like a rope when you're hanging over a cliff though, but you're gonna be all right. It's like, yay. But like I said, the main thing is focusing on the babies. So it's like, to me, as long as you focus on your children, it's like, I'm gonna love you, have fun. It like heals the pain a lot quicker too. It's like, okay, I'm just trying to get over this pain. But yeah, so yeah, it's still fresh for me. 2 months. So it's like, wow, that's a long time. It's like, yeah, still at the painful period. Still at the period. Like I said, I hate weekends for sure. So tomorrow I'm going to hate. Just want it to end. And then we can be over with in the weekdays with my babies again. And then lately it's been rainy, so it's super ugly right now at the moment. One day at a time with Jesus. That's all we can do.